Hi, I'm Allie. Welcome. This is an intermediate mat class. If you're completely new to Pilates, I highly recommend viewing some of the previous videos which break down the exercises. This is going to move a bit quicker, not too quick. We'll start laying down in the center of the mat. Remember to honor your body. Anything that doesn't work, you can pause. Starting in the center of the mat, look side to side, feeling for the center of the back of the head. This can be a small motion. I'm going to repeat it many times throughout class, taking a few rounds of breath. You can always bring your hands to your rib cage. Thinking about the exhale as a way to draw in the deeper layer of abs that wraps all the way around the trunk. It's the side, the back of the body, as well as the front of the body. When you're ready, hands behind the back of the head. Create some neck traction by pulling on the back of your head and pressing your head into your hands. Inhale to fill up. Exhale, starting to lift. Since it's our first lift of the day, we want to really make sure that nothing's popping out. We want even tension, even pressure in the abs. So if at any time during the exercises you feel like the pressure is not even, head back down, legs down, reset. Adding on, option to lift the legs into tabletop, continuing with the breath. The exhale is how we really deepen into that deep layer of abs. Remember to press the head into the hands to create resistance. As you curl up, get longer through the spine. Reaching out the arms above the level of the hips. Option 1, stay here and pump. Option 2, extend the legs out, really reaching the legs out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Long breath cycles, keeping the head still, a little tuck in the chin. Pumping from the upper arm where the arm becomes the armpit. Option to extend the legs out longer, scooping the abs in and up. Last 3. 2. Full exhale. And lowering the legs for the roll up, arms go back. Start from the abs, pulling in and up. Head floats up second. Exhaling to curl all the way forward, lengthening the spine. Inhale, starting to go back, bone by bone, reaching the legs out and away. Inhale, starts the lift. Exhale, finishes the lift. Keep lengthening through the whole spine as the low back draws back, like there's a wall that your low back is pressing into. Inhale starts to lift. Once the head floats up, try not to lead from the head. Keep lengthening through the upper back, middle back, lower back reaches back. One more here. Stretching the spine, deepening the abs in and up. Back into the center of the mat. Make sure your chin's tucked about 1 fist distance under that chin. Bend the left leg in, straighten the leg to where you can maintain the thigh up to the ceiling. So if that means bending your knee, bend your knee. Focusing on the hip. Pull that leg in, across, around, and up. Leading right from where the thigh becomes the hip. That hip socket. 2. Keeping the leg on the mat fixed in space. Pressing that leg into the mat. 1. And then reverse it. Gazing straight up at the ceiling. 2, getting as long as you can through your trunk. 3. 2 more. Pressing the back of the rib cage into the mat. Take up space with the shoulders. And then extend that leg out. Bend in the other leg and extend it up. Check in. Hip bones lined up. Keep the hips squared. Pulling the leg in, across, around, and up. Anchoring the opposite leg into the mat. 2. Keeping the abs engaged like you have a corset around your trunk, 360 degrees. 1. Pause, get really long, make sure the length is maintained in the torso. 2. Last 2. Press through the head, neck, and shoulders enough to feel the muscles engage. 1. Bend it. Extend it. Proper roll up. Inhale starts. Exhale. Move yourself forward. Make sure you have plenty of room behind you for rolling like a ball. Option 1, hands back behind the back of the thighs. Option 2, a tighter ball shape. Now that this is an intermediate class, you can start playing with a tighter ball shape, balancing. And then start from the scoop of the lower abs. Roll back. Roll up. Roll back. Make sure your chin stays tucked onto your pedestal. The neck's really long in the back. Really long in the front. Breathing, massaging the spine for 3. Hugging those legs into the chest and the chest into the legs. And meet in the center of the mat. Look side to side. At any point, if you need to lower your head, lower your head. Chin to chest, lifting up. The idea is the head lifting, right? We can fit a fist, challenging the abs. If you only can pay attention to your neck, feel free to lower your head. Hands pull one leg in, opposite leg reaches out. Take a breath. Inhale, pause. Exhale, change. Get really long through your trunk. Inhale, switch. Pulling the leg in and pressing the leg away. Push, pull. Switch with your breath. Push, pull. Push, pull. That leg is lengthening away, reaching out. For 3. For 2. Hugging both legs in. Again, option to lower the head. Get into a tight ball, a long spine. Inhale, extend the arms back, the legs forward. Exhale, hug it in. Think about the pelvis reaching away from the rib cage. Noticing if as the legs reach out, there's a big arch in the back, go higher. If you're really arched, go higher. Inhaling, exhaling. If you're good, you're maintaining that pelvic position, you can go lower, challenging the abs. For 3. 2, check in, chin still tucked, neck long. Hug it in. I'm gonna leave the head up for 1 more and then lower it. You can always lower and reset. Big scissors, both legs straight, always an option to have a little bend. Pull, pull, and switch. Pulling the leg in, pushing the leg away. Pull, push, just like before. Pull, pull. Curling up just to the tips of the shoulder blades so you don't have to go higher. Finding the bottom of those shoulder blades and then getting really long from the bottom of the shoulder blades to that sacrum bone at the base of the spine. Really rooting that sacrum bone into the mat for 3, for 2. Pointing those ankles. Last one. Hug the legs in, give that neck a reset. Look side to side. Whatever way you go next time, go the opposite way. Option 1 is leaving the head down. Option 2, hands make a hammock for your head, right? So the head's pressing into the hands and lifting the legs up. Lower for 3, 2, 1, lift for 1. Try not to go so low that you lose the stability of the pelvis. Keep anchoring the pelvis and lifting. If I go too low, my low back really arches and I lose that deeper ab connection we're working to maintain. You can always put your hands on those lower abs and really feel that work as well. Last 1 on this count and we'll change the count. Lower on 1, lift for 3, 2, 1. Lower, lift, lift, lift. 2 more. Make sure you're breathing. Reach those legs away. 1. Bend both knees. Last one, crisscross. Opposite elbow to knee. Reach that opposite leg out. Pulse for 3, 2, 1, and switch. You might not even be really moving with the pulse because you're pulling in opposition. As you crunch up, can you get longer from your rib cage to your pelvis? Pulse for 3, 2, curl up a little bit higher. No higher than the tips of those shoulders. Drop the 3 count, cross a little higher. Last 3, 2, 1 more. And when you're even, hug the legs in, take a breath. Excellent. Series of 5 complete. Reaching the arms back. Inhale starts the lift. Exhale. Ooh. That's always a fun, interesting roll up after the series of 5. Spread those legs wide, wider than your mat, unless you're on a super wide mat like I am. Reaching out the arms straight, strong. Connect those arms into the shoulder girdle. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, round like you're peeling off that imaginary wall. Head first, upper back, middle back, lower back. Reverse, lower back, middle back, stacking all the way up. Always can have a knee bend. It's all about the spine here. So if the leg's straight, makes the spine round back. Option. Inhaling and exhaling. The inhale lengthens you. Active back of the thighs. Even if they're bending, the back of the thighs are reaching down. Using the breath through the whole practice to carry you in each movement. Last one. Open leg rocker. Option to come into bent legs. Option to attempt the leg floating up. Holding the legs in. Find that connection. Trying to keep the upper back and the legs as close as they start. Pulling back, and up. Whoop. Lengthening, balancing, and right back. Again, you're pulling the legs in and pressing the legs away. Last 3. 2. Maintaining a C curve in the spine so you can hit all those bones. And meeting on the back. Option to pass through your teaser back down into corkscrew. Same thing. If legs straight compromises the position of the pelvis, try it out. Bent legs is an option. Straight legs is an option. As you straighten the legs, the pelvis really should stay stable and anchored. Make sure your head's in the center. Bring both legs in to the right and center. To the left. If that's enough, you're golden. If you'd like to add a little lift after your circle, little butt lift up, really trying to reach the heels up to the ceiling. Final round. If you know where we're going, you can take it up overhead, back down, bone by bone. Last one. Slowly back down. Lengthen out the legs. Roll it up. Saw. Open those legs back up wide. Reach those arms out. Have them still in your peripheral vision. Twisting through the lower parts of the spine. Sawing pinky finger towards pinky toe as you anchor through the opposite leg. Inhaling back up. Check in. It's usually as we turn away that leg, what's happening? We want to keep it still. Keep lengthening the neck. Remember that fist. It applies to a lot of different positions here. Sawing for 3, 2, reach those arms apart. Last time. And then lowering back down, flipping onto the stomach for swan preparation. Anything going on in the low back today, keep those legs separated. Great start. If it's okay to zip those inner thighs together, zip those thighs together, press the pelvis into the mat, float just the arms up, hug them into the ribs, float the head, neck, and shoulders up, keep that length, press through the hands, come up, and when you can, lift those hands back up, float back down. Really testing the spine extension rather than the arms. So lifting the arms, lengthen up, press the hands. When you can, lift the hands. One more. Arms lift, hug in. Lift, press the hands. And lift those hands back up. Press back into a round back position, take a breath, round out the spine. Coming back forward onto the forearms. Hug them so you know they're right under the shoulders. Maybe sink and press a few times and then keep the press, pressing the whole time. Keep pressing the hip bones toward the mat. Dragging the forearms into the hips without moving them. That dragging just helps the abs to connect. Gazing where the floor and the wall meet. Kick one leg in, kick, kick, and switch. This is all about the stability of the pelvis against the movement. Rather than focusing on the kicking, focus on Stabilizing the pelvis. Long neck in the front, long neck in the back. For 3. Keep pulling the elbows in towards the hips. 1. Lay down on one cheek, double leg kicks. Cross one hand on top as high as you can on your back. Let the elbows go. And when I say as high as you can, I mean like reasonably. We're not trying to compromise any of our joint positions. Zip the legs together. Kick for 3, 2, 1. Think about your shoulder blades starting to reach back and hug together, not cranking on the wrist. Lightly pulling on the wrist. And then switch sides, switch hands. Kick for 3, 2, 1. Lengthen and lift. Lower. Remember to stabilize the pelvis against the movement. Lifting and lowering. Kicking. And press back into a round back position, breathing space into the spine, into the back of the ribs. And then coming up to a seat, neck pull. Legs are now hip width and a little bit more narrow than previously. Hands behind the back of the head, creating that hammock sensation of the head pressing back. Start to inhale forward, rounding the spine. Inhale, lifting. Hinge back like the spine's a rod, 2 inches. And then start to curl from the low back, middle back, slowly down. A bit more challenging. If you need your hands on your thighs, go ahead and do that. Inhale starts to lift. Exhale, lengthens forward. 3, 2, lifting up. Spine like a rod, hinge back. Curl it. Reaching those legs out. Again, inhale starts to lift. Lengthen, lengthen, chin tucked onto that pedestal. That pedestal is really always there. Last one. And last time, going back down into the center. Hinge, curl. Whew, that one's always tough. Great work sticking with it. Bridging. As we bridge up, we want the knees over the feet more or less. If you have a mirror, check it out. Maybe just touch your feet together so you know at least they're the same distance. So you don't have one foot further out than the other. Anchor the arms first with the fingertips pointed up. This is going to help your shoulders take up space. We want to keep that space in the back of the body, really pressing through the head, neck, shoulders, upper rib cage. If you can maintain that and press the hands down, go ahead and do that. If that really starts to change the position at your back, this is great. Before you even move, don't move the heels. Keep the heels right where they are, but drag them towards your butt. That should turn on the back of the thighs. We don't want to kill it because we want to let our butt work too. So just a little bit of tension in the back of the thighs. And then bridging up from the butt, scooping the butt up. And lengthening the spine back, down, bone by bone, getting really long. I think I want my feet in a teeny tiny bit. And again, even pressure through the heels, the big toe mound, the little toe mound. Keeping a slight curl in the pelvis instead of arching. That little curl helps the butt engage. And it can be hard to feel the glute muscles, the butt muscles. So if you're having any trouble feeling the glute muscles, pop up onto your heels and try a few that way. Bridging up. Checking in as you do that the toes aren't splaying out or turning in. They're right on train tracks. Option on the next one, we're going to stay up, whether you're on your heels or your full foot. You're going to let one hip drop and lift it. One hip drop and lift it. Continuing. This is helping us developing the square pelvis, knowing when the hip bones are lined up. One more time. And then lowering all the way back down. Now let's try on the balls of the feet. Again, you can feel free to keep the whole foot down. Even pressure, big toe mound, pinky toe mound. Big toe mound, really press that big toe mound. Bridging up, lengthening back down. Think about the inner heels coming together, the inner thighs coming together. They don't touch, it's that internal pressure. And then lower and lift the heels for 5. Try and be even through the ankles for 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower the hips all the way back down. Arms are really important in the next one, just like we started. Fingers up, palms can be down. Maybe you even take up a little bit more space. You anchor the back of the rib cage between the shoulder blades. That is really important. You anchor the upper back, the head, neck, and shoulders. You can float the legs up to a 90 degrees. This is great. Option to take a little lift, pressing up, trying to think about up instead of up and back. If you want to full lift up and then press back down, keeping that chin tucked, keep that neck long for jackknife. Remember, this can be 1 inch, this can be up overhead. Gazing up. Lower slow. Use the back of the upper arms, especially the upper arms. Last one. Excellent. On to the side body, side leg series. Line up your spine with the back edge of the mat. Legs can be forward on an angle, but reaching back like there's a little stool there. Trying to create some space under the hips. Maybe the hips don't leave, that's okay. Some of that is using that elbow on the floor. Option 1, hands 6 inches out in front. Option 2, both hands behind the back of your head. Float that top leg up, kicking that leg forward, kick, kick. Point the foot, drag it back. Flex the foot forward, trying not to rock the upper body. Stabilizing the upper body. Chin still on that pedestal, gazing straight ahead. Last 3, 2, trying to lift up the trunk away from the floor. 1. It took me years to get my trunk off the floor, so be patient. Lengthen out that leg. Gonna reset. Lift it up, pointed foot. Flex lower. Lift it up, 3, 2, 1. Flex lower. It's not how high the leg goes, it's how long you can reach it. 2, And then flex the foot up, point and lengthen. Flex up, lengthen, slow, like you're in mud or honey. And then little circles, tiniest circles, thigh to thigh, heel to heel, and reverse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, kickstand that leg up, bend it, reach the hand, leg out in front, hovering the bottom leg, working that inner thigh up and lengthen. Lengthen to lift, lengthen to lower. Keep trying to scoop those abs up away from the mat. And then little circles right from the inner thigh, where the inner thigh becomes the pelvis, that hip socket. And then reverse it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Top leg over bottom leg, grand finale. Let's do some big scissors. Take the legs, hover the legs. Press that hand or hand behind the head. Lower and lift the legs a few times. The spine is really long. Abs are pulling back. Hover the legs. Bottom leg forward, top leg back. Get long and scissor switch. For 3, 2, and onto your stomach for some heel beats before the next side. Make a pillow for your head. Press the pelvis into the mat. Float those legs up. Open and close the heels. Really reach the heels back. The world's tiniest beats. As soon as the heels open, close them. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switching sides, you can just roll over. Setting up, take your time. Setup is very important. Never rush it. Get really long. Option hand in front, hand behind the back of the head. Take that top leg, kicking it forward. Kick, kick, point, reach it back. Kick it forward. Getting really long. Lifting the lower abs up away from the floor. 2 more. Thighs line up. Tiny turn out. Point the foot up. 3, 2, 1. Flex lower for 1. Lifting up. 3, 2, 1. Lower. Pressing that leg that's on the floor into the floor. And then change it. Flex that foot up. Point and lengthen, lengthen. Flex up. Keep getting long. As the leg kicks up, think longer through the trunk. Lift. Little circles. Thigh to thigh, heel to heel. Especially right where the thighs meet the trunk. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, and kickstand. Bend. Really open up that knee to the ceiling. Get long. Float that bottom leg. Lower it halfway. Float and lengthen. Only lowering halfway. Really reach that bottom leg. Little circles. 3, 2, reverse it. 3, 2, lengthen both legs out. Grand finale. A few times, mermaid tail up and down. To get the space, the spine really has to be in a really, really lengthened capital C shape. My low back is not arching. If I arch my low back, there is no way I'm getting that lift. I have to pull back. I think about like a diver position. Send that lower leg forward, that top leg back. Continue for 3, 2, 1. And legs together, flip onto your back for teaser. Remember, bent legs is your friend here. So starting bent leg, you can always go back to the bent leg version here. Teaser 1, just like the roll up, arms start back, inhale starts the lift, lengthening up. Option 1, keep the legs here, lower back to the tips of the shoulder blade and come back up. If that's not working, you bend the knees in, come back up. 3 total. 1 more. And all the way back down, knees in, same come up, lifting up. Option 1, stay here, lower and lift the legs. Option 2, reaching the arms up, lower and lift those legs. And slowly all the way back down, bending the knees in. 1 more, either bent leg, 3, or keep everything open. So either bend those legs back in or open out and lift. For 3, slow and controlled. For 2, last 1. Hip circles, arms go back, lift the chest. Go onto the elbows if it doesn't work on the hands, or lay on your back. 3 sets total, really reaching out those legs. Left. Just like the corkscrew legs. Excellent, hug those legs in, lower back down. Flipping onto your stomach for swimming. Reaching out the arms, reaching out the legs. Starting with just the arms, press one arm down to float the other arm up. Really, as you press the arm down, also traction the hand so that you connect the shoulder to the upper back muscles. We really want this action coming from the upper back, upper shoulders, and then some legs. Little flutter kicks, make them small, anchor that pelvis down into the mat, and then add the arms back in. Both arms can float, or you can do the one at a time. Tuck that chin, get really long. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and send the hips back, round back. Amazing. This is a tough class, so I'm making this specifically for some of my more intermediate students, and that's why just always listen to your body. This is something to work up towards, and if you are one of my students, great job for making it this far into this video. Mermaid, option 1, stagger the legs. Option 2, stack the legs. Either way, you're really rooting both sits bones, the boniest part of the pelvis, down. Especially if the legs are stacked, it's not going to touch, probably. That's fine. It doesn't need a touch. It's the anchoring, the reaching down. That sideways shin connects same hand, same side of the body, hand, same ankle. Reach the other arm up. Get really long. Lengthen to side bend, right? We're not just crunching over. Because this is Pilates, we're lifting out of our seat, anchoring our seat, lifting the spine. And then open your T, reverse side. Breathe into the sides of the rib cage. We, as humans, tend to get so tight in these intercostal muscles. So breathing space. And then lengthening back up. Switching. Anchoring the pelvis in the center. May feel totally different. I know my hips do. Looking for harmony, not symmetry. We are human. Lifting up, lengthening over. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, over. Inhale, center. Arms T, float to the other side. Breathe into that rib cage. Breathe into the back of the rib cage. And then coming back up to the front for seal, push-ups, and we are done. Dive the arms through the legs, hands on the outside of the ankles, floating up. Clap your heels. Excellent work. Rock back to the tips of the shoulder blade, and then clap again. If you have the experience and you want to rock back a little further, you can as well. And then clap there. Clap 3, 2, 1. Rock back up. Ooh. Clap for 3, 2, 1. About 3 more. You'll have the option to just stand up or rock up. So if you're trying to rock up, control, maybe give a little extra rock. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I know I'm out of the frame, but we're gonna dive up and over an imaginary barrel. So heels together, toes apart, spine long. Dive up and over that imaginary barrel, and then walk out into your plank position. Option for 3, push-ups. Option to just hold your plank, neck long. Push for 3, 2, 1. Push back into a down dog. Walk your hands back, trying not to move the hip side to side. And then we'll stand up and do one more set. Slow as you can stand up. Low back, middle back, upper back last. Arms up. Try and keep the legs still. Hands find the mat. Walk it out. Find the plank. Hold. 3 push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Come to your knees. Great work. I hope you enjoyed. There will definitely be more intermediate, advanced work to come, as well as the fundamentals. I never stop working on the fundamentals. I do so much more work with the foundations than the intermediate, but it's great to challenge. I think it's such a balance between effort and ease. So be kind to yourself. Thanks for coming.